looking at, Taylor? I guess we can talk off mic. They can't catch us.
What am I looking at? Kirklin was the one who laughed.
Why is Kirklin laughing?
Because we're both on your phones.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, we need like a jingle.
But they can't see us. All they see is that right now.
But we need a jingle. You know, like technical difficulties.
It's not technical. It's starting soon, so people know we're starting
jingle.
soon. They could technically hear us. Like, see, look how much they can hear us a little bit. They can hear us. We're starting soon, but in a second. It says we're live right now. That's
So
great.
I could just start singing a jingle, and that could be the jingle.
You could. You could talk about how Taylor's into like weird religious stuff and everything.
Weird religious stuff?
Yeah.
What kind of religious stuff?
Well, don't tell them you're on air. All right.
Weird religious stuff. Isn't all religion kind of weird?
Whoa.
Definition of weird.
I'm gonna end this conversation
Could be normal.
right now.
I mean, I'm weird. I'm wearing all pink right now.
You guys ready?
That's not weird. I think that's very masculine.
I still think it's weird.
Really?
Because what's the definition of weird?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 352nd episode of the Geek First podcast. We're back live. The audio listeners, you probably don't know, but we're back in person. Well, I guess you know. There's not going to be any glitches. There's not going to be any separate rooms. We're late, better than never. We'll eventually. This is our first cast really doing with the new camera, everything like that. I'm the Clown Prince of Podcast, the podcaster of mischief, the number one Kyler Run fanboy, Travis Snail.
I am your friendly neighborhood caster, Kirklin Patzer.
I am the thumbnailin' Taylor Field.
The thumbnailing.
Oh,
I like
boy.
it.
We're going to
Yeah.
get into that. We got lots of stuff to talk about today. We're doing 2 newscasts today. I forgot to tell you that. They're going to be split up. No, I guess they're not. That's sort of part of the controversy. But we have the movies one. Check out the gaming ones after. Today we're talking about Michael Keaton possibly being back as Batman. Ryan Reynolds possibly being Green Lantern again. Scream 5. Scream, the trilogy is our movie of the week. If you can't see it.
You cannot see it.
You can see his eyes. Look on screen. You can see. But every time you put it down,
see, it's a little bit more visible now.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, this is all up and running. Taylor, can you drop a bunch of plugs? Where can they find us? We're going to do at the beginning, and we got some other stuff going on. You
Plug
wanna
us
pop
all.
up? Yeah.
I'll plug.
Promote. You're plug all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, just go and type in Geekverse in Google. Do me that personal intimate favor because you're gonna get to geekverse.ca.
Intimate
favor. You're gonna get to. I got a hair in my mouth. Geekverse.ca.
It's mine.
Fans blowing it in.
Have you
Geekverse.ca.
ever seen American Pie 3?
American Pie 3.
Yeah.
I have. I've seen all of them. I'm trying to remember what part.
So it's when, and it's terrible. But it's when right before his wedding, his dad's talking to him about like he has to shave his private.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And he
Yeah.
accidentally puts it in like a fan and it like blows over their cake and everything like that. Like it is funny, but like at one point it takes me out because the amount of hair that's actually there is unrealistic. But that's what's happening in my fan.
Yeah. I definitely know the scene now. Geekverse.ca, and you can find all of our information on there. You can find our latest cast episodes. You can also find our newest addition to the website. There's a whole page which has the bios for all of the new casts on the Geek Ultimate Alliance.
He's got this wrong 3 times today. He's a producer of this network.
I know. And just overall, that's a great times to go check out them. We're gonna probably plug more of them, or you want me to plug them?
Well, I got a show there. It's not just that.
Travis does.
Every Monday, Marvel Alliance, me and Chris host that. Every Tuesday's DC Alliance. I guested on that last week. You can check out. There's a bug on the camera. Look at that. You think it's gonna crawl into the camera like where they see us?
It's right on top of the lens.
Oh, that's a good question. It'll look huge.
Taylor looked like he was gonna take his phone and throw it at the camera.
I got it, guys.
He's like, oh, look, yeah, I was so worried. Every Wednesday is World Finds True Believers. Chris sits down with a guest and he picks a comic book and they review it. It's really good. I think it's. Oh, The Death of Superman is up next, I'm pretty sure. So that's going to be good. Every Thursday is either Slice of Film or Star Wars Alliance. And then every Friday is superhero discussions. They're reviewing the entire animated series of Superman. That's it's not on this feed, but we're producers of it. That's our podcast network. We're going to do some crossover stuff with them in the future once we got a bunch of stuff coming up. But yeah, check that out. There's a podcast every day of the week. And then maybe there's more coming.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Quick
Waves the
note
fingers.
from Jessica.
Waves the fingers.
She says that I'm louder than you and you're quiet.
Okay, that's a for once. So we, what are you getting? Oh, you're 3. Yeah.
Did you just say that's a for once?
That's it for once.
I think so, yeah. Because we are, that's the thing, we are back. So if you've heard, so we'll still be doing like remote casts sometimes, like with Dylan. He's moved away, so we'll be doing like the Nolan retros and whatnot. But next time, if he ever joins us for news, we'll try to zoom him in. But we're still, as we said before COVID, we got our new gear and camera right as COVID started. So we never actually got to, we've had 2 terrible.
There's 2 bugs now.
Oh, no.
Officially. What is happening?
On the screen, they can see us work. like in the Mummy, like in the Mummy when they get like all those bugs.
Where are they coming from?
What was I gonna say?
I cut you off.
No, we've only had 2 streams to test out this camera. One was the 7-person cast, so that was a mess because there's 7 people on it, and then the 15-hour charity stream. So we've not really had much troubleshooting. So we're gonna do our best. Audio listeners, you should be fine. Same thing with my mic. I probably might be a bit quieter, but we will fix that all as we go along, and we'll figure it out. Baby steps. Taylor, keep plugging away.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do a special
the network.
plug here. This piece of geek merchandise right here is available.
Video people.
Video people,
audio.
yeah. So we've got on our online store, tv.com and Geekverse. On Geekverse, you can find a lot of our geek apparel, and this is our new 5-year anniversary celebration variant tee. Now, this one, these are exclusive GV cast member colors, but we got exclusive. We got exclusive green ones with microphones too. 2 variants for you on the store, which is super cool.
Wow, I love all these exclusive, just Geekverse, not for you ones. No, we may do a contest in the future doing some Geekverse ones. Again, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, it is back. We're taking all our precautions. It's good to be back. And
It is good.
There's
All the
something-
shenanigans.
oh yeah, we haven't even started the news.
The energy is ripe in this room.
Yeah.
It took 8 hours to get this kiss. First of all, so yeah, show them the Geekverse underwear, Taylor.
I didn't put it on. I'm not,
Okay.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Oh, hey.
Ooh.
And then what else are we? What else is potentially big? Because we have a wall, Taylor, and it could be filled. Also,
Big.
shout out to Dylan and Jessica in the chat as always. So this is the last thing. We're all over the map, but like we said, we haven't been live and back in a while. We will be doing live again. As you can see if you follow our social media, I said 5:30 PST. It's like 40 minutes after that. From now on, I'm going to give like an ish time, but you know us. We're trying our best. We got full-time jobs. We're always trying to like make it work. So we'll try our best gear and stuff like that. Taylor lost a piece of his gear for like the past little bit, and then I found it, thank goodness.
Really? Oh, no, that
And he's
wasn't
also
me.
not doing any thumbnails, so that's fun.
I made
The
thumbnails.
thumbnail issues.
So the thing is, yeah, we're going to get to that before we get to news. I can hear the old fans are like, oh, they're not talking about news at all. So this wall is the new wall, as you can see. People have seen it before. It's like nice artwork, everything like that, but there's empty space. One, it puts things happening right there.
That's really bothered Kirklin this whole time.
It has.
He even pointed to it earlier.
He came over last night, woke me up at 1 a.m. He's like, have you fixed the Geek First banner?
And he didn't.
I said, get out of here. And I phoned the police. And he gave my Wi-Fi to a bunch of homeless people. So this wall is still, we're going to put some more stuff here. But what we could put here is maybe a plaque. Right, Taylor? Something?
It fell off the
Tell
end.
everybody about what we could put there if they go support us and win. Even though this could be like breaking rules. We don't know. There's a chance we could be suspended from this competition.
No. So in the
no.
official rules, ladies and gentlemen, so we, which I'll get to, we are running for, and we are
That's Taylor.
in the run for best of Kelowna for local podcasts.
Okay. Just best of Kelowna.
Yeah.
It's us and Woodfire Bakery. And it's a landslide for them.
So yeah, we're up against a few other contenders of podcasts that are based in locally here in Kelowna, and we are gunning for that #1 slot so that we get a nice fancy plaque that we can plaster up on this wall. But we need your help. We really, really need your help more than ever for this. So we basically need you to go to our social media, our Twitter or Facebook. If you go to our Facebook, it's pinned at the top of our page.
And just
It'll
tweet
say,
hashtag release the Snyder
it's
Cut.
release the Snyder Cut. Go to our page and then basically click on the Best of Kelowna link that'll be pinned on our Facebook. And if you click there, then the next step that it'll take you to is the Kelowna Now website, and you can scroll all the way down to where it says digital. When you click on digital, then it'll open up a tab with the digital nominees for.
What was that?
If you click on the digital tab
Yeah,
on the
what will
Kelowna
open?
Now,
Yeah,
it'll open up all the digital nominees, so like all the other categories.
I heard nominees.
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 Mayonnaise nominees. So then you scroll down in that list, and then you will see local podcasts, and you'll see Geek First planted right in there, our beautiful GV logo.
Planted, yeah, we
planted
paid
right
for
in
it.
there, yeah. So I'm hoping that many of you can swing over there, and you can definitely do us the solid of voting for us, because it means a lot. And we are, well, I've shouted the idea out to you guys, but I'm thinking of a way to like instigate people to kind of like vote for us and kind of like reward people. Like if you guys vote and share this post, and
Bribing them.
We can't create an OnlyFans account yet, Taylor. That's after 9.
OnlyFans?
Do you guys know what OnlyFans are?
No.
We're moving on. Do some Google search, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so do that. The links will be done. It looks
One more thing.
It's like a Snapchat premium account or something.
It's like social media influencers, but it's like R-rated content.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Snapchat premium.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
you want to see
Snapchat
more.
premium.
Yeah, I don't even know my login for my Snapchat anymore. I knew it a
No.
month ago, and then I like forget it. I'm like,
You
"Oh,
still
I'll
get
move
them?
on." Yeah,
Okay,
I'll be
good.
like, I'll get like a message from you, and it'll be like 3 years ago, and I'm like, oh, I should answer that.
And then you reply, cool. And I'll be like, what did I say?
Yeah, yeah. I do have that Slurpee in my freezer.
But the only way that the only way that could really screw everything up is if you
sounds
double vote.
suspicious.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want any double votes. That's illegitimate, and we do not condone. We condemn it.
Whoa.
I know. But the other thing too, I don't believe that there is anywhere in the rules saying that there is like a distance of range.
I don't think so.
For this.
Yeah.
So, and if there is, it's not up to us to scrutinize who's voting for us.
That's
Because
right.
if some guy out in the Netherlands decides to vote for us because they love Geekverse, by God, vote for us. So.
Have you guys seen that video of the guy that went to the Netherlands and he was recording the trip? He's like an older guy. I'll send you the video after. But he's like, the Netherlands. But the whole time his camera's flipped the other way. So he has hours and hours of footage of him like on the train,
no.
him shooting buildings. And it's just like, and
Oh.
he's like looking like that. Oh,
That's
it's
hilarious.
It's so good. Okay, here. That didn't give me
The
enough time,
Netherlands.
but that's fine. The Netherlands. Let's see here. We'll figure that out, Jessica. Thank you very much. The peanut gallery over here. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. As Taylor just said, as usual, go down and review us, support us on Patreon. We're going to have early stuff there. Nolan Retros are going to be up there early. It's great because it sounds like Nolan Tenants is going to get delayed till mid-August, so that's great.
They might play it on Fortnite with the rest of those Nolan movies.
Nolan's so... I
Did you see
can't...
that, Kirklin?
I did see that.
I can't wait to see the day where they try to like pitch him. Like we're gonna play Tenet on Fortnite, and he just literally quits filmmaking
Yeah.
forever. He must just be losing.
He's like,
his
I don't want to
mind.
live on this planet anymore.
Yeah.
He just takes the SpaceX rocket, goes to Mars.
Shows his movies up there. Let's see. So review wise. We'll be dropping those sporadically. We'll figure out. We'll get a schedule for you. But as far as that review, it just depends when it happens. I'm going to close those guys right there, and then drop us a review on Apple Podcasts. That would mean a lot. We're trying to get to 200. We're at like a benchmark of like stopping at like just under 30, so that'd be great. What else is happening? Subscribe. As always, Patreon. Yeah, we'll be dropping early stuff there. I think eventually here soon, me, Taylor, and Kirklin and me, we got the Nolan commentary retros, but we are going to be doing BVS because we were supposed to do that for Wonder Woman and because it got delayed. But we'll still do that for Wonder Woman. So, yeah, anything else before we get into this? Finally.
Yeah, enjoy the thumbnails.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, it is good to be back. So, Taylor, you want to tell a story of your side before we get in the news? Very quickly. I promise you, fans, we're getting to it. But this is what Geekfest is all about. And once we get to the thumbnails here, what happened? I was supposed to have a thumbnail. I get it very last second.
It wasn't last second.
It was very last second, just because we started
You got
later.
it before we started, though.
That's last second.
I was sitting in this chair when we received the thumbnail.
Were you actually?
I believe so. Right? Fact check that?
Yeah.
You
said-
said you'd be here close to 5:30, so that's what
I was
aimed
here
for.
before
You
30.
were. I'll take the L. I'll take you on that. Yeah. So Travis is like, oh, make me a thumbnail. I'm like, okay. And then today he's like, you got the thumbnail? I'm like, nope. I'll make it after work or when we're done casting. He's like, well, what am I use for the stream? I'm like, oh, you're streaming.
Well, yeah, that's what the fans paid for. They paid for.
I thought we were gonna be recording though.
No. Where have you been for any of it? When we talked about streaming, that's what we said. Twitch. You and Dylan are streaming this knockoff Ant-Man game. Is this in
Grounded.
here? Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of a little here, a little there.
And what was your
Me too, man.
and what was your reasoning for not getting the thumbnail? Because here's a long time ago, I was making the thumbnail. They weren't up to Taylor's stand, but the reason I was doing them is because I would give him a bunch of news and then be like, great, and then that slowly just deteriorated to, oh yeah, I didn't do the thumbnail. Oh yeah, it didn't happen.
I got a good little like backing of your stories. I remember the one time you had the synopsis for the trailer of the Super Predator movie, and that thumbnail was
yeah.
Predator like in the forefront. It was just like taking up 70% of the thumbnail.
And same thing before you get to it. So we're doing two casts. There's a movies one, then there's the TV one. That games cast, that is not the real thumbnail. You better have a different thumbnail.
We're not
using
for the games.
For the game portion, because this is a movie portion. For the games portion, it's like Avengers, which is the main topic, in a small little square, and then you have the He's trying not to laugh.
No. Tell me. I don't understand this.
The main thumbnail is not gonna be the fucking Halo guy who whispered in a radio.
Oh yeah, he's a main character. If he's gonna be the villain, that's huge.
That means nothing. No,
I think
it doesn't.
MODOK should be like.
Okay. In justification, remember, and Dylan, you can attest for this. I have been promoting PlayStation on recent thumbnails without any Xbox stuff. I did on the stream. I
That
did
doesn't
PS
matter.
Pros. Oh yeah. I haven't given major props to PlayStation.
That doesn't matter. You could do it for something else. Do a cutout video when we do this.
It's
You can
either
do it
that
yourself.
or the Predator DLC. I didn't think you'd want that.
I'm changing that myself. That is not going live.
Oh.
I'm not letting that. There's new gameplay of Avengers. Our core audience.
And MODOK's in there.
He's in the corner. He's in the corner. Like, are you fucking?
Like, it's
But
just
you
his eyebrows.
said you let me pick though, so I picked.
What? No, I didn't. And then he.
pick a good one on an old post of the games thing. I'm like, okay, I gotcha.
Well, yeah, and I said that for Avengers, and he was like, I was like, make sure you.
You said it for Avengers?
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't even pull the conversation right now because my phone's about to die. I need to use it to promote the stream and everything like that. But you. All the time there'll be like new images of a movie, a TV show, a video game, and he'll use the very first image released. He'll use fucking concept art before he uses like new images.
Good.
And then his reason is, what was your reason for not wanting to use a new image?
I don't recall. So video games, read this, and does that make sense? Does that mean like Avengers?
From the video games down?
Yeah.
Okay, we got new Avengers game trailer and details, main image, game Cyberpunk delay, Crash 4, Suicide Squad game rumors.
Now, tell
So-
us what you think. Hang on.
Okay, so in my thought process here, I would say the main image and then everything following that would be the main image. So the main image would be Cyberpunk delay. I don't know. Maybe I'm
So maybe okay, fine. I give you that bit. Maybe it was a bit confusing, but no, it's not on there. Can you read me again what's on there? No,
Avengers.
how about just is Halo on there? Is Halo on there? No, it's not. So
I
that's
see no Halo.
so that's where I win, and that's how I know he's fucking with me. So this guy.
But where was my spot to submit my news, though?
What?
Where was
You
my-
didn't because you didn't even get a thumbnail in. And then this guy says, and then I said, you're dropping the ball. And he's like, oh, yeah, don't worry. Not going
This
to happen
fucker,
again.
he drops a fucking basketball emoji in there, too.
You're dropping the ball.
So, like, and then he's like, oh, don't worry. It won't happen again. He said that, like, 3 times. I don't think since the start of Phase 3, which the announcement, remember, Taylor, Phase 3 was that we're going to be streaming more so we're going to interact with fans.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you've made a thumbnail since Phase 3 for any of these
No, I've
guys.
been so out of whack, but no, I'm back in it. One of the reasons why the thumbnails are still delayed is we had company just leave the other day, like or today actually they left, I guess, or no, last night. Last night they left. That's why I didn't do it. So
Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman Return. There we go. What is that? 18 minutes in, the fans love us. So there you go. We've got all the way. Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman, reportedly. We don't know what the role is, we don't know what the size is, and it's still rumor, it's not confirmed. I just want to get your guys, because I got a bunch of questions to lay on you because of all this stuff, but
Yes.
I wanted to get your just initial thoughts of Michael Keaton, the first live-action Batman coming back, not counting Adam West, I guess, 66, of
So
course.
I got a quick question before I give my take. What's the what is Flashpoint?
So Flashpoint is kind of going to be their Days of Future Past, in a sense that Flash discovers he can go back in time, and he figures out that he's going to go back and save his mother, who was murdered at a very early age by a guy named Reverse Flash. That's a real character.
Classic.
And then so he goes back, he saves his mom, he gets back, it's all great, his mom's alive, everyone's happy, but then a bunch of things have changed. In the comic book, Wonder Woman and Aquaman were having a love affair, and that led to Mira finding out, so then Wonder Woman kills Mira, and then they have a big war of Atlanteans versus what the fuck are their names? Amazonians.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So that's happening.
a little
Superman, the day he crashes on Earth, the Kents don't find him. The government finds him, and they just use him as like a fucking battery and stuff like that. Cyborg is like a government agent where he's just taking people out. In the Batman universe, which this is probably not going to happen. It's going to be the Days of Future Past versus adaptation. Batman, Bruce Wayne got killed, and his mom and dad were alive in the alley. His mom becomes a Joker because she's driven insane by it. His dad, Thomas Wayne, His mom's name's Martha, by the way. His dad, Thomas Wayne, is I had to do it. His dad becomes Batman. He's like a very violent Batman.
Interesting.
So, but now the rumor is that he's going back. We don't know, like I said, for why, but what do you think about the potential of him coming back? So the main plot is Ezra Miller is traveling through time, but it also sounds like he could be going to alternate realities in DC known as like Elseworlds or the multiverse.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember, I don't know if it was on cast or not, but I believe I was talking to you about this. I always wanted to get, or I always liked the possibility, at least, of Michael Keaton being like the older Batman and then like working that in with Beyond. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I always thought like that's just, I mean, that's like my dream casting. I'm curious what they're gonna do with this route, if it's gonna be like this sort of thing where he's kind of passing down the mantle, or it's just this old grizzled Bruce Wayne or something. I don't know, because especially it'll be interesting to see if they do any like I don't know, Easter egg things for like his original Batman, right? Which that one
Of the Michael Keaton Batman
Turns.
like
Oh.
1989.
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
then there's just Batman. There's Batman Returns.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's really exciting because I feel like I didn't really fully appreciate Michael Keaton retro on him.
We're gonna do a commentary track for Batman this Christmas. Because it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, fucking penguin, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the legendary Catwoman.
Yeah.
So I was really positive. I love Michael. We were just talking about the other guys. Great role for him. I feel like it's one of those things you think about Michael Keaton possibly it happened, but it won't. This holy shit, whole exception, possible shift. It's all exciting. I'm excited to know more.
Keaton works Bed Bath and Beyond. Movie, right?
Yeah, I know.
Favorite kids college.
So good. He's talking about criminals and everything else. No, they show his and everything like that. It's pretty good.
I agree with you, Kirklin. I think Michael Keaton and the Batman Beyond kind of role is what like I was like really cool, or Batman. Yes.
Yeah.
Or which it's
Beyond.
Beyond.
About
Oh,
we don't want that. You want that.
I want that.
But I think that this got some serious potential. I think that Keaton coming back is awesome. Him and Bale are like they fluctuate back and forth as my number one Batman. Or like Bruce Wayne.
Really?
Yeah, I love Keaton as Bruce Wayne Batman. I just think he's so fun and he just has like this like sensitive kind of like soft aesthetic to
I
him.
always just picture him in that scene when he's like wakes up in bed with that lady and he just like wakes up and starts like, what is he? He's like working out or he's like laying
hanging
upside
upside
down.
down.
Upside down like a bat.
That's how he sleeps.
Yeah.
Is that what you do, Travis? Emily wakes up and you're just hanging upside down in the middle of the night.
I wake up when I fall though. I don't know. I think he's supposed to be like working out, but I think it's like a double. Like, oh, he's working out, but he's also like a bat or whatever. So yeah. So I am very excited. Yeah, check out. I guest on DC Alliance last week. That was lots of fun to talk with those guys. But yeah, I'm just excited because we've talked about many times of wanting a Batman Beyond, and I like that idea. And that's the second part of the rumor. Where so this could be a rumor. And I guess before I get to that second part of the rumor, what would you guys rather do? Because this has been the debate. When he travels back in time and we get more of Michael Keaton's Batman, would you want that to be a parallel universe that they could just make a movie about, or would you want him to replace Ben Affleck's Batman? Because some of the other rumors were that there's been tons of rumors that it's just a cameo. There's been rumors that it is going to be this multiverse that's a new universe. There's rumors that he may replace Ben Affleck's Batman and he would be like the Nick Fury of the DCU. Because apparently they are like they're trying to get they're not done with the whole crossover stuff. Like Justice League happened, but now with Snyder Cut and everything like that, they're going to use this as like a soft reboot. So I think there's a chance we get Justice League 2 in the next 5 years somehow. Superman, they got Henry Cavill back. So I think they're trying again. So that's been one of the rumors that he may be a Nick Fury type, where because he's older, he may be like a mentor to Batgirl or something like that, but he won't be, Ben Affleck's Batman. Taylor, you go first because you look very puzzled or disappointed. I don't know what the answer is.
I don't know. Like, if the horse is already like shot, I mean, you can't bring it back, right?
But that's where I disagree. Is they brought back X-Men. They shot it again, unfortunately, with the other movies. But after, I know you're not
Double tap.
You're not a big X-Men guy. But after Days of Future Past, everybody was like, "This is a second chance." Because check out the retro. Me, Kirklin, and Kyle did that. That movie resets a bunch of stuff, and you're like, "Oh, the future's looking really bright." So I think they want this to be that. Oh, any problem they can fix, and then kind of not restart, but kind of move forward in a better direction.
Well, I'll remain open because I am curious to see what they do because I like Michael Keaton. If they go back in time and pursue this, there's 3 fucking Batmen right now. Like I don't think this has ever happened before. Like in the cinematic history for us, like it's just so crazy. The most we've had is like 2 Captain Americas. And that was at least explained to in a certain level of decency, like in Endgame, right? But like this,
2 Captain Americas?
2 Captain Americas,
I wouldn't
right?
count that in Endgame. It was just him going back. Like that was just that movie. They didn't preview the movie saying, "Oh, we're gonna have 2 Captain Americas." The audience didn't know.
I guess
right?
so. It's just weird because like I guess with MCU, you don't have like 3 different actors playing different Iron Men in different universes. And I guess I don't even know all this details if Robert Pattinson's Batman is in a separate universe that still is connected in the world of universes to the DCU universe. Yeah. And now we got Keaton's universe. So I don't know. I think it's a little odd, but if they tap into Keaton, I think that they should tap into like all these other characters, because I mean, I like Keaton's universe a lot, and I think there's a lot to happen. So I don't know, are they gonna be bringing Keaton back through time into the future, or is this a different Batman from the past?
No, he apparently is playing. He is playing Tim Burton's Batman. He's playing the same continuity from Batman Returns and Batman. They're ignoring Batman Forever and Batman Robin. Makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna be that continuity, whatever this Batman is.
So this is like the 3rd film in the Tim Burton trilogy. Is Tim Burton coming to direct?
Well, that's the other rumor, which we can get to. There's the word is that this is to set up a Batman Beyond film. They don't know if it's Terry McGinnis or Batgirl. I personally think it will be Batgirl. I just have a feeling it just makes more sense that way. And you could tie it to, I love Terry McGinnis, but you have Batgirl, who's like Commissioner Gordon's daughter, and they can always be swapping stories and talking stuff. But the idea is that this is going to set up that movie, and they're going to do the movie with Tim Burton directing. That's apparently what Michael Keaton wants, and that's one of the huge hang-ups on the deals. If Burton directs Batman Beyond, yeah, you can close that door. Good job, Izzy. To Kirklin, what do you feel about? Well, one, you already talked about a Batman Beyond movie. One, would you really care if they swapped it to maybe Batgirl? And 2, what do you feel about Tim Burton coming back? Because Tim Burton has a very spotty track record these past few years. I don't think he's had a massive hit. And
I honestly didn't even know he was doing stuff as of late. So that's
he directed Dumbo.
Right, yeah.
Willy Wonka,
I never
Chocolate
seen
Factory with Johnny Depp. Did you see that?
Yeah, but that was almost 10 years ago.
It was.
Yeah.
The 2 Alice in Wonderlands.
I
Miss
didn't see any of
Pettigrew's
those.
House
See,
of
I
the
haven't seen
Peculiar
any of these
Children
movies.
or whatever it
That was
was.
an interesting movie.
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
saw
I
it,
didn't see
10
it.
years ago.
What?
These are all older movies.
Dumbo was last year, and Miss Peregrine's was only 4 years.
4 years? God, 4 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Kirk?
So, just right off the bat, the comparison for Batman as opposed to Batgirl, I'm totally down with them doing the Batgirl route. I love that Batman Beyond. What's his name?
Terry McGinnis.
Terry
McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis. That's a dope name. I really like that.
It really is.
Yeah, but in my mind, I just always picture that as an animated character, and I don't know how that would translate that well to live action. I'm sure they'd do it, I'm sure they could do it and do it well. And I'm sure I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm eating my words, before I was a little just cautious about it. But I personally think they will go the Batgirl route. Just diversifying the lead roles of that character. Haven't really had a Batgirl on the main screen, the big screen.
We did in Batman and Robin. She was Alfred.
Yeah.
She was Alfred's aunt. She was Alfred's niece. But
Right.
again,
Girl from Clueless.
That would Lisa Silverstone. But that wouldn't be in this continuity because they're
Right.
scrapping those. So
Yeah.
He's not had a Batgirl.
Yeah, but I personally I feel like that's the route they'll go, and I think I would like that more, honestly, because in my mind, when I think of that Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis, dope name. I'm still hyped on that. I just affiliate that so much the animated cartoon, and I just feel like it looks better as the animated cartoon. Just all black silhouette with the red symbol. It just, in my mind, I think that just makes the most sense. And regarding Tim Burton, it's interesting. I didn't know that Michael Keaton was so dead set on having.
Well, because he was in Dumbo last year, which Michael Keaton directed. Other way around. Michael Keaton was in Dumbo. That Tim Burton. I would have liked to see that movie. Michael Keaton.
I want to see Tim Burton playing Batman with Michael Keaton directing.
and Jack Nicholson as Vicky Vale. So they worked together last year, and then the other thing is you'd have to think that there must be some allegiance for Michael Keaton because he casted him as Batman, and lots of people back in the day were like, oh, like don't make him Batman because
Right.
he's Michael Keaton, he's Mr.
Yeah.
Mom. So I think they have a good relationship, and I wonder if it's just that. I don't know if it is just a friendly thing that he's just like, I don't want to work with anybody if I'm doing Batman unless it's him, and maybe that's like that might be it. Those and these are all still the rumors. None of these are confirmed. He's not even confirmed to be in the movie, but the rumors of Batman Beyond and Tim Burton directing are like C tier, maybe C plus tier. The rumors of him being as Batman, though, that's like A tier.
Yeah.
All the big trades picked that up. So. Yeah, Taylor, what do you think about this? Did you watch Batman Beyond as a child, as a young lad?
A wee young
Oh,
lad.
young lad, Taylor.
Young Gimli.
Little tyke. No, I always remember watching Free Willy and the Batman Beyond previews were on there. And I was like, I really want to watch this
You
show.
missed the best theme ever. It has a great like cyberpunk like it's like I'm not gonna do it here and get.
I remember
copyright,
just the look of Batman alone. It just made it feel like a darker,
Yeah.
like at least animated Batman. In
it
my
takes
eyes.
place in like a Blade Runner universe, like that.
Yeah,
sort of deal.
I do want to watch it. And is it on that DC streaming thing?
It is, so maybe we'll have a reason to watch it one day.
Yeah, a retro that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool someday. But yeah, no, I've always wanted to watch it. Never got around to it, but I've always really liked the aesthetic. I liked how he looked. I always thought like that. It should be like a live action. Just that would be awesome. And if they do, I mean, for like a Batman Beyond, and were to have like a Batgirl or Batwoman in that, I think that would be kind of cool. Because I love to see Karen take up the don the mask, and
Don the mask, the
cloak.
cowl.
Karen,
Yeah.
are you trying to make like a joke that's current to things with people calling her
No,
Karen?
Karen Gillian or Gillian, or I can't say her last name properly.
Karen Gillan.
Okay, so the girl the woman who's
From
playing
Jumanji.
Nebula, who plays Nebula.
Yeah.
So how?
I just realized what you meant about Karen.
That's what I thought.
I want to see some Karen.
Like, please no.
Oh, that's
So
hilarious.
how come you have never once told
I
us?
missed that.
You've never once told us that you think Karen Gillan would be a great Batgirl.
Yeah, we talked about it because she said she wanted to play her. Remember?
When did we talk about this?
Talked
I don't
to, like,
remember
a few
talking about
newscasts. There's articles that she's.
We did
that
this on
she's, like-
Newscast.
Well, we talked about it before on other casts, but like there's articles where she like pitched like I think interest that she'd like be interested in playing the character.
Okay, well, you find me that cast, and if it exists, don't right now. That'd be months ago.
He's want me to catch him live
So
on air.
sure, Karen, come back. Save it for next week. Save it for next week. I don't even know. Yeah. Okay. So that's your pick, Karen Gillan. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so for me, I'm all for the Batman Beyond movie. I love the series. I've watched it many times. I do... I feel uneasy about Burton directing. That's my thing because, one, I don't know if he would do that cyberpunk style, in my opinion. All his stuff is weird and gothic, and I don't know if he's going to make a Blade Runner type movie. I just feel like the whole movie's going to be just, like, weird and dark, and that's what he does. But at the end of the day, I guess if I was that executive or they called me and they said, like, either it's Burton and you get Keaton back or it's Burton or no Burton, no Keaton, I have to take...
That's a dangerous play.
It is, but that's why I wonder if he's said that, if Keaton has said, hey, I'm not doing this if Burton's on board. Because I would prefer if Burton was there as like a producer or a writer. As the full-on director, it scares me a little bit. So I want the movie. I'll take it whichever way I'll get. And I think it will be a loose adaptation. Because like I said, I think Batgirl makes more sense with the relationships. I think they've been talking about doing a Batgirl movie for years, and they just haven't found a right way to do it. So this could be the way of, I just want to see Bruce Wayne play that curmudgeon-y, like really like get out of my bat cave and whatever. And he's like kicking. Obviously, he can't hit her with the cane like he did Terry, but he beats the crap out of Terry McGinnis and kicks out of the cave. And it's just like, oh, it's such a good storyline. So that's why I want. So I can take the change of character and setting and possibly a director who's maybe had his best years behind him if I get this. So I really hope it's true, and I want this to be confirmed. DC Fandom, which is their like Comic-Con, they're doing August 22nd, so we're going to be covering that probably with the Geek Ultimate Alliance as like a crossover, but I really hope it's confirmed because until it's confirmed, I'm going to wake up every night screaming in big pain. And then
And
after
upside
that,
down, hanging upside down.
Yeah, hanging upside down, falling. And then after that, I hope Michelle Pfeiffer's next. That's what I hope, you know. So
Training the young
Marvel's
Karen Gillan.
got her right.
As
just Karen.
just Karen
Karen.
as Cat.
I don't know if you get Pfeiffer. Marvel's got their money Feige bucks on her right now.
What did Michael Keaton just do in the past 3 years?
Yeah, but they wrote his character off though because he died. Oh no, he didn't die, but he jumped ship to Sony, right?
No, he didn't jump shit. He's in the Spunk universe, whatever it is, Spider-Man universe of. It's Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. That's
Jeez,
the,
that's
they
a
call,
That's their acronym?
That's,
Like,
what
oh.
their MCU is. Spunk.
Yoik.
So he's still Vulture alive, and he's still going to be in Morbius. So he's still doing Marvel movies, though. So he's still in both
What's
worlds.
the news of Morbius? What's the release
Well,
estimated time on any
it's
of
supposed
that?
to be October, but I think it's like next year of like March something. But I feel like every movie is like we don't even know.
That's funny. That movie honestly kind of got swept under the rug for me. Like I knew it was in existence.
They're just never gonna release it.
But if no one reminded me, I would have just totally forgotten, right?
they're
I
never
did
gonna
forget.
release it, they're just gonna say nah, it never happened. Then they'll be released the Leto cut, and oh boy. But no,
Oh,
I think
hashtag.
it'll come. Don't hashtag Karen from Batgirl. Speaking of cuts and speaking of the Snyder cut, so this has been a rumor. This is like C tier rumor, but I gotta bring it up because people have been talking about. There's been rumors going around that Ryan Reynolds is going to reprise his role as Green Lantern and make a cameo or some sort of appearance in the Snyder cut. What do you think about this, Kirklin? Because you get a big smile right there.
It's so funny because anytime I picture of that happening, I picture him taking like a Deadpool route with it, you know, like literally just making fun of the role while he's playing the role. And I mean, since he's already made fun of it in Deadpool, you know, when he was going back in time and fixing all those past mistakes. But it's very hard for me to believe that this is true. Just because it's kind of gone down as like what his biggest mistake in like filming history.
I think he would agree with that. Yeah.
But like it's at the same time, I feel like they could do it in a. See, I'm trying to say like he could do it in a funny way, but like you can't make the entire movie just a Deadpool with a Green Lantern skin, right? And I feel like you would have to have certain moments that it's actually a serious movie, and it's hard for me to picture Ryan Reynolds reprising that role.
As soon as he pops on screen, you're just gonna think Deadpool.
You're
yeah,
gonna think at the end of Deadpool 2 when he has that end credit when he pulls up the Green Lantern script. He's like, "Oh, my career, like this is the future of my career," and then Deadpool just shoots him in the head. That's what you're gonna think about.
yeah, 100%, exactly. So it's tough for me to believe that one's true. I feel like it's just one of those things. It's like I don't know, fan casting almost, where people are posting rumors out there. What tier of rumor is this?
This is definitely like This is C
minus.
It's C tier because some people were right about some of the Snyder cut things, so it's definitely C tier. I won't say it's lower C minus or
a dirty C. We'll give it.
Yeah,
some mud on it.
But there's not concrete, but there's evidence of possibly it. He's been a big fan of the Snyder cut. He like tweeted it a bunch and stuff like that, so people thought. And there is a Green Lantern in the original Snyder cut, so people are wondering if like there's a change up or anything. Just before Tay goes, there's a shit-eating grin on his face. That makes you go subscribe on YouTube and Twitch specifically. We're trying to get to 50 subs, so if you can do that, that'll help us out a lot, big time. Once the wheels get going, this is our first cast really back. We're gonna be chugging along until all these movies get delayed again. I don't buy this at all. I don't. This is all opinion, so take it as a joke. But I can't believe this is like revisionist history of. I see so many people being like, "Oh, Green Lantern's not that bad." Like I enjoyed it. I know you can enjoy it.
We talked about how bad it was.
Yeah, I'm friends with Taylor Field. He can enjoy anything. But I just like, I honestly think it's one of the worst comic movies ever. And I just feel like people, I don't know. It's just like they just give it some sort of pass. Now, if you enjoy it, great. But it's just for me, I'm bewildered by these responses of people like, oh, it's not that bad. Awful villain, awful story, awful. There's so much stuff. Check out our retro we did months ago. So one, I just don't see why he would want to do it unless sure money. That's always an answer. Fine, but I just don't get because it's been such a big joke. And then the other thing is I don't know why it's important for the Snyder cut. To me, I thought the victory of the Snyder cut was to see Zack Snyder's vision, and I don't think Zack Snyder's original vision had Ryan Reynolds as the Green Lantern, and I don't think it has much to do. To me, it's about seeing those people again that he like Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot. I don't think it's about seeing Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, and I just don't know what is that set up for. Like, I guess it's not the future maybe because it's like a director's cut, but does that give some people false hope that he's gonna come back? And two, you talked about that with Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer, but it's the same thing of I know people always go, oh, there's different companies. But it's like, does Marvel care? Are they like, oh, that's completely fine, or what is the deal with Deadpool 3? Because we still haven't heard anything. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I think this is just somebody is like putting some muck out there to maybe get some excitement. If it does, I'll be in shock because. Never say never, but if we're watching the Snyder cut and Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern pops up for a second, because people talk about there's that scene in Justice League, the history lesson, where they talk about Steppenwolf, and he could be in that scene, but I just don't see it. I really don't. Taylor, what do you think about this?
Yeah, the Green Lantern is an interesting movie. I can't even remember what I said I thought of it when we commentary tracked it or reviewed it or whatever. But I remember when I worked at the movie theater, the movie came to theaters, and I got like promotional stuff for it because they were just throwing it out. And if you could see Travis's curtains right now, I got like one of those full curtains was the size of the banners. I got 4 of them. One of Hal
Where are these
Jordan.
banners and why don't we have them? Did you have a Sinestro one?
I had a Sinestro.
Oh,
I
you
had
got
the
rid of
big like
Sinestro.
brown like flat-faced alien.
By Michael
no.
Clark Duncan?
What's that?
And Michael Clark Duncan did his voice? He's like a big guy?
Yeah, he was the brute.
Yeah, Kilowog.
Kilowog,
Yeah.
sure. And I had one of the
Fuck you.
alien and then Hal Jordan. And I can't remember what I did with them. I had them under my bed for over 2 years, and they were just so big I couldn't put them up anywhere.
They
What-
fit
what-
under your bed.
What was your initial plan then if they were that big?
They were free, so
That wasn't my question. Like when you got them, where did you go like, I'm going to put these blank?
well, originally I thought about like maybe laying them on part of the floor, but then I thought maybe kind of like because my roof was like
just laying it
angled.
on the floor?
Yeah.
So when people walk in your house, there'd be a gigantic...
We'll walk in my room.
It's like, wait,
That's so much better. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
wipe your feet on the Green
yeah,
Lantern.
that gets the ladies. That's the move. Oh, and
Oh,
if you see
yeah.
my room, opens the door, massive Hal Jordan fan.
Kilowog.
Yeah.
Kilowog, just turn them
We're
on.
gonna do it on this, and then they fucking just book out the house. They
Kilowog.
roundhouse kick Taylor.
But yeah, no, I think
Their stiletto high heels. That's why Taylor has that scar under his eye.
I think when it comes to, it's amazing what any man will do when you wave a dollar bill in front of him. And I think for Ryan Reynolds,
Oh my god, he's not a fucking homeless person.
I'm not saying that, but I think if you have Zack Snyder strolling along down the street and he sees Ryan Reynolds on the bench and he goes up, pulls out his wallet, pulls out a whap 50 G's, is like, you want this? He's gonna
So
Work for it, boy.
get that suit back on, bitch. It's the same animated one.
Oh, no.
So that's what you think he'd do it for 50 grand. That's his minimum.
well,
Ryan Reynolds.
Minimum.
This is a Jeopardy game. How much would Ryan Reynolds be Green Lantern for getting the minimum?
Probably like $2 million. I bet Snyder would get it.
God.
But here's the thing. Okay, put this in context. It would be a day, maybe 2 days of shooting. It would not be like he's in the whole movie now. It would be like some cameo or a flashback scene. So I don't think that's worth He's not
Okay,
worth $2
$50,000.
million.
50,000.
50,000, you think is the minimum?
I have no idea pricing wise on casting whatsoever.
Me either. At that sort of level, I could see him maybe do it for free if he had fun. Like,
For
I don't
free.
know. I don't know. Maybe there's bigger chance of like, I'm sure Deadpool 3 is happening, but let's say in some bizarre world where it's not, he may be like, this is my time
This is the start of my career.
to make a move, So, yeah, so we'll see. They said the Snyder Cut's going to be releasing early 2021 or mid 2021. So, Kirklin, have anything to add to that, on that?
No more to add on that subject.
Get some parallax back and Snyder.
I just
Cut.
think of that scene when like the floating head sees that random woman and he just like locks on her and this like the CGI is terrible and he just zooms in on her to murder her. It was just so yeah.
I still have nightmares of Peter Skarsgård, the villain, when he gets all big and gross and he just yells and he's like, the entire
Oh, he's
time.
screeching. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about his screams.
My least favorite, the worst comic film.
I
of
think
all
I would
time.
honestly agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
And like be confident on it.
Yeah. It's like him then Jared Leto. They're a dead tie. You know what else is dead or not dead? It's the Scream franchise because Paramount apparently got the rights to it. They do Transformers. They do a bunch of other stuff. I can't
Oh,
remember, but
yeah.
they need some hits. Kurt, I want to start with you because I don't think I've actually asked you. Do you have any history with Scream? And
I
if
I
so,
know
if
I've
not?
seen the original Scream like probably I don't know 2 or 3 times, so not like a lot, but I don't know. I was never too drawn to like that series. For me, it was mostly like, oops, destroying my chair. Halloween.
Holy shit!
Nightmare on Elm Street, like those types of movies were like my Halloween movies. I don't know if like do you have like your go-to Halloween movie
My go-to Halloween movie
other than
is
Halloween? Yeah. See,
Oh, fuck me.
like is there some people that are like
Fuck me.
no, Scream's my go-to.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think every popular horror movie probably has a go-to.
Yeah.
There's a spider. You should try and get it to bite you.
Where is it?
You see it up there. See if you get powers like those kids were
Fuck.
doing. My go-to movie is Trick or Treat nowadays. That one.
Oh, isn't that like the short stories sort of?
It's a bunch of anthology. Just leave the actual Spire alone. You don't need to get them. But yeah, you've not seen Trick or Treat.
No, I think I have. If
Okay,
I'm thinking
yeah,
of
yeah.
it, is Drew Barrymore in it? Really
No,
young,
Drew
or am I
Barrymore's
thinking
in
of?
Scream?
I'm also. Oh, is she actually?
yeah, she's the
She's-
first thing that kills off.
I'm thinking
first.
of like the Cat's Eye. It's like a Stephen King
yeah,
collection of.
that is Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
in that,
okay, yeah.
Trick or Treat, you should watch. It is like Anna Paquin.
Okay, that's what the pumpkin kid,
Yeah,
right?
Sam.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that multiple times.
It's
Me
great.
and my dad have watched it a few times on Halloween, and no, that one's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scream has never been like mine, my go-to like horror fest movie. But how many are there at this
There's
point?
4.
Okay,
Yeah, they're all directed
And
by
the TV
Wes.
series.
And the TV series. which
Scream
I-
Queens, right?
No.
No, there's
Netflix did 2 seasons of Scream.
No,
Is
no, no. MTV did 2 seasons of Scream, and Netflix picked it up.
Is Scream Queens related to like the character Ghostface at all?
No, but they have like jokes about it in there. Don't
It's
they?
like a parody of a
reference?
parody. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's much. It's very satirical. Scream Queens, which it's a phenomenal show.
I feel like the reason that like the character Ghostface got like kind of like I don't know, just more significance in my life was due to like Scary Movie,
Scary
the
movie.
original.
That, when I
Yeah.
think of Ghostface, it's Scary Movie.
Yeah,
is my
totally.
go-to.
No, 100%. So I'm not really a big Scream guy, but I don't know. I feel like I'll be interested in like the reboot though.
Mhm. Well, I don't know. They're calling it Scream 5 though.
Oh, so
Mm.
fuck, I gotta catch up.
And David
apparently.
Arquette, who is one of the main characters in the first 4, he's coming back as well.
Yeah. I feel like the only time.
Retro.
I feel like the only reason I'll see this is if we do a retro, honestly. And
there's
we
a
love
good
to
chance.
it.
I've been wanting to because horror. We're probably gonna try and do one in the future. It's just because we're so busy. But like horror retros are semi-fair because there's the series always have like these great movies and then they always have these awful movies when you look at the entire
Yeah.
franchise.
I
of a
feel
horror
like if
movie.
we do a retro, like it's one of those things where I
There's
want
a
to do like a
Halloween retro we were
commentary
supposed
track
to.
with you because when we watched Friday 13th together, that was so funny.
But the problem, yeah, I know. That's what we've been trying to figure out. We still have not figured out what our Patreon exclusive Halloween movie is. But you go look right now, the Patreon live links. I should have pumped it at the beginning of the show. I will in the future. But we have new Patreon tiers right now. Just phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. You can look. There's a bunch of stuff on there. They're all nice and concise now. There's only 4 phases, so you go and check them out. But yeah, we're gonna do some commentary track on one of the movies, but because the good movies, I guess they're still probably fun to talk about actually, because they can be pretty.
Well, I
cheesy.
wanted to ask too, because
Mhm.
in my mind, like, isn't the killer revealed in the first movie?
He's revealed in all of them, he or she.
And they're different killers every time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's kind of, I don't know. I'm indifferent on that.
Well, yeah, you'd have to see the whole series, but it is always just like someone's out to get the main character, and they have some sort
Courtney
of.
Cox, isn't it?
No,
Isn't she in it?
She's one of the 3. There's 3 leads. It's David Arquette, Courtney Cox, and Nev Campbell. She plays Sydney Prescott.
Courtney Cox in Scream is like Jennifer Aniston in Leprechaun. So
I've
I
never
look at
seen
it.
Leprechaun, actually.
Oh.
And
That's
what do
funny,
you-
though.
What
the
do you
friends,
mean by that comparison?
It's like the equivalency, I'd say.
they're all.
Okay. What do you define as equivalent? Let me hear this before I ream you out.
They got their.
Because
This is for your life.
Because Jennifer Aniston said Leprechaun almost made her quit acting. Where Scream made Courtney Cox a massive star
Is
with
Scream
Friends.
what made Courtney Cox a massive star?
With
Okay,
friends.
so with Friends, I
Big
think,
Oh.
asterisks
I think
on that.
it was the double. It was the like Friends is the TV show, but then she became a movie star.
I don't know.
too.
If anyone ever mentions Jennifer Aniston, I think, okay, Leprechaun, because that's
you
my
think of
go-to.
that before Rachel.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Everyone watch the morning
Think
show.
of Horrible Bosses.
Horrible boss. There's
Morning
that
show is
too.
really good. Check that out if you haven't. I watched that over these COVID times, and it was good times.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
And this is spoilers if you haven't seen Scream 1, so tune
Yeah.
out. But David Arquette, isn't he the villain?
No.
Okay.
You gotta see these movies.
Yeah,
apparently.
okay.
We are gonna have
I feel
to
like I'm
retro
blending.
Don't the hot water. I guess it's fine because he's not actually special needs in Scary Movie. It's just like a ploy. But that's Deputy Doofus. Is like he's a play on Deputy Dewey, and he's just like. Yeah, he's really done whatnot, but he's putting on persona, like a facade, and he's the actual killer. But he's not the killer in the original Scream series at all.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah, so I was definitely blending them.
You did.
You see the mix up there.
Take my strong hand.
that's Scary Movie
That's
2.
Scary too.
I know.
Fuck.
It's all linked.
We gotta do like a comedy track on these movies. Fuck.
I would, even though those might have some.
The later
really
ones taper
offensive-
off big time.
Oh, big.
Yeah.
Have
I
you ever
forgot
se-
how offensive they are.
They are pretty. If you watch them nowadays, man, they really go for the jugular. Have you guys seen Scary Movie 5 at all?
I think the last one I
Yeah.
saw was 4.
It's so bad. Me and Kyle watched it, and that's the one they did like a bunch of spoofs on Paranormal Activity and all that type of genres, the ghost genres. It fucking sucks so bad. It was a slog to get through. It was really tough. Where at least 3 and 4, yeah, were definitely lower tier, but I was like, okay, I
They're
still got
still
some
okay.
chuckles. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one felt like I was
Yeah.
I owed someone information, and they were trying to get it from me,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't budge. But yeah, so maybe we'll do that in the future, Taylor, because I think the rumor is this is coming out 2021. Again, who knows? Because we don't know with filming and movies releasing right now.
Right.
So in the near future, Scream 5 is being planned. Taylor, what do you feel? Because I know you're a Scream fan.
I am. I just want to say I don't approve of the laughter of scary movie making fun of those kind of things. That was like my old immature self from like the 90s kind of like chuckling about it.
All right, Taylor.
Just to get
there's your
that
PSA.
Okay.
I got to
Okay.
cover my tweets, you know.
Yeah.
You do.
As for Scream, though, gosh, yeah, I don't think I've seen. If I have, it's only like one little bit, like just the killer being revealed, like 1, 2, and 3, and then I've seen all of 4. But I don't know.
Wait, you haven't seen. So what are you saying? You don't think you've seen all the Screams, but you think you've seen the key moment in all movies?
I think so, but I don't remember any of it, so I couldn't even. I
He
could be
only
wrong
watches the
there.
reveal, and he's like, I was wrong, and then he walks away.
But I have to go and rewatch all of them because it is a series that I do want to watch to understand the full story. The only one I have watched is 4, and I remember when it came out in theaters, I watched it. I'm okay. Who is this lady just coming back to town? And all of a sudden,
The main character.
the main character, she's just coming back to town, and then
Well,
there's
no,
just ghost faced everywhere. So
She was so one is just I'll give you a plot without spoilers. One is just high school kids. There's a killer around. Okay, so the survivors of that in 2 get really famous. And the thing is about Scream is they're all like commentaries on horror movies or society. So like they make in Scream 2 they make a bunch of movies called Stab, and it's about the character's life. So they all get very famous. So they're always
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I think I have seen Scream 2 then.
So then, and then Scream 3 is not a mess, but it's just more of the same. It's just they want to make another. Scream 4 is like decades later. She wrote a book about her experience, everything like that, and she comes back to her hometown to promote it. Bad idea, because there's some other people that want to kill her. And yeah, the killer always has some sort of connection to her. The first one is perfect. It makes sense. The third one, not so much. It gets really convoluted. They start introducing like secret brothers.
What about the
and
second
all
one?
this stuff.
That one good too?
Second one is still good. I would say the second one is a little below 1, but not by much. I think those 2 they should have stopped right there. And 4 is
Terminator, same thing.
Yeah. And 4 is not like terrible, but it's definitely lower than even the third one. So it definitely started to taper off. And Wes Craven, the guy that directed all 4 of them, he's passed away. He directed Nightmare on Elm Street. So he's like, they're gonna have to find someone new. I think there's many capable people out there, but it'll be the first Scream
Tim
without
Burton.
him. So
yeah, Michael.
no,
Keaton
Michael
in there.
Keaton to direct it.
Yeah, Michael Keaton to direct.
That'll
Tim
be
Burton.
and he's Tim Burton's playing Batman. No, Tim Burton's Ghostface in that movie.
boy.
He's mad he didn't get to direct the Stab movies, but
Trivia question for you. So in Scary Movie, when those 2 girls were
no.
watching, and this was like the setup, I think at
Which
the
one
beginning of
is
the
this? This
first
first?
one. Yeah, I think so. When they were watching, I think the horror movie, was that Scream or was that Stab they were watching?
Scary Movie 2?
Was that what the Well,
Scary Movie 2 doesn't start off that way.
well, which one had it where the 2 girls were watching a horror movie?
I think
Hey,
I
you
guess
guys are-
Scary Movie 1, no, because Scary Movie 1 they're watching a movie and then
Because that's where the girl dies by Ghostface outside in Scary Movie 1.
well, that's when she's running
she gets hit by the
away.
car.
I don't think they're watching anything though.
No,
Isn't the
you guys are completely meshing the 2. Taylor, you talk in Scream 1, she doesn't get hit by a car at all. Drew Barrymore, when she's run out, that's Scary Movie because the dad's getting a blowjob.
Yeah, Scary Movie. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the girls watching TV that get killed, that's Scream 4. It's Kristen Bell and Anna
Right.
Paquin, and they're watching a stab movie. But then what happens is Anna Paquin or Kristen Bell like looks over and like starts stabbing her, and then it cuts away and it's a stab movie within a stab movie.
I was really getting that mixed up.
Yeah, this is more messier than what the DCU Flashpoint was going to be. So Ben Affleck's here and Christian Bale's here. But yeah, so that's part of the reason why I would imagine you're having a tough time maybe remembering
Very
some
tough
facts because
time.
those are pretty similar movies. But yeah, that was Scream 4. So I'm excited. I'm surprised that David Arquette's the first one to be announced back because I like him more than the other characters, but Sydney Prescott's like the main. She's, the main girl, the final girl. So she has been announced to come back. I imagine she will. Even Courtney Cox. I know they're divorced in real life, but I think they'll come back. And I'm excited. I think there's lots to do with horror movies. I don't know what genre or what theme they would tackle with horror movies right now because I don't know. I think it would just like Scream 4 touched on reboots a little bit, but I think they'll probably do that again because like every Scream movie is like okay, the rules of the sequel are this, and the killer's like always following these rules. And then Scream 3 is like, oh, anyone can die because it's the end of the trilogy and stuff like that. And Scream 4 is kind of a reboot, so they play with those rules. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else there. I don't know what else there is left with the original characters. So I think a lot of them are gonna get killed off. That's my prediction. So yeah.
Yeah, I have no prediction. I have no idea what to expect.
It was weird that
Other than some stabbing.
the killer in Scary Movie was like one of the Wayans brothers, but then he's like turns to be like a good guy and still a friend in Scary Movie 2, which is just a weird story.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that's funny.
anthology. It's anthology. They're always like they're playing the same characters but different stories, I guess, right?
Really? I thought it was all a continued storyline.
No, it's not.
Well, I was
I
viewing
don't
it
think
in a weird
so.
way.
I don't
then.
think so. Because why would it be? He's dead in Scary Movie 1.
Did he die? I thought
Yeah,
he
he
came
got
back.
stabbed.
Oh.
Because they do the scene.
He doesn't die though in that stabbing.
Yes, he did.
No, because
Was that
remember
with the
he's got like
penis?
the patch.
He does. He does with the
He's
patch.
got, like,
He
the
lives.
patch.
He totally lives.
Doesn't make any sense. Goes right through his brain.
No, he gets killed again. Because what happens?
We definitely gotta watch these movies.
What happens is, so there's in Scary Movie, there's a killer, and it's Deputy Doofus, and it's Gail Swallows instead of Gail Weathers, or something like that. Or no, I can't remember her name, what it is. I think it is Gail Swallows. So they as a duo are killing people. Bobby, the Marlon Wayans brother, and the other guy. They're together. They're a gay couple, and then they together take advantage of the actual killings going on,
Oh my
and they
God.
try to kill their friends, just like become famous, but they're not the real killers. And then there's a great scene where I'm not gonna get into it. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but they get killed, and then of course again. The humor, one guy falls to his knees and the other guy falls on him like he's giving him doggy style. But the Marlon Wayans brother gets stabbed in the heart and he gets killed. All of them are dead. So it is like a new continuity in Scary Movie 2.
Oh, interesting.
Oh man, I'm just thinking of some of these scenes in these scary movies. We watch them, like when he's in the locker room, Bobby, and he has like the photo of like his micro penis. He's like, who the fuck did this? Oh my god, that is, there's some gold. There's some gold in those movies for sure. Oh my god. Oh.
I have a favorite joke, but I don't think I can say it on air. So those commentary tracks might be the most exclusive Patreon one ever.
Anyways, where are we next? It's enough with
Okay.
Scream, I guess.
Wait, no, one thing.
Oh, we're still on
So,
Scream.
like, the thing is, and again, I don't, no, it's too long to set up.
We still on Scary Movie?
Not anymore. It's too long to set up the whole joke. But I love Sean Wayne's in that movie. The guy who plays like the guy he's gay, but he's pretending not to be gay. he's so good in that movie. There's this.
Is this Bobby? Is that your,
No, Bobby's the other boyfriend who's gay as well. But there's
I
one.
can't picture who the other guy is now.
The other guy, he was only in one Scary Movie. He didn't come back like the rest of them. There's one scene that's not that intense, but I can talk about. It's like, and then we move on. He has a sex scene with Brenda, and he's just like, "Hey, like put on my jersey," and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah," and she's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Put on these shoulder pads," and then she's like, "Okay," and like, "Put on the helmet." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Now charge me." And then he's like wrestling around. And he's like, "Come on, Brendan. And she's like, "Who's Brendan?" Brenda. This is so good. You remember Scary Movie 2 with the clown?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's-
Oh, that was awkward.
That was some stuff.
Yikes.
I can do it myself, Scary Movie 2. So last thing I have is this movie called, I think it's the last movie note I have.
I got some movie notes.
Oh no, I'll throw it in anyways. Tom Cruise is rumored to have a cameo in this Red Notice movie. So this Red Notice movie is a Netflix movie that's starring Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds. Apparently, it's like an action heist movie, and the rumor is Tom Cruise has a cameo in it, and is to set up I guess this is a big thing now in movies, is to set up him being in a sequel. So I love.
Okay.
Well,
This movie's not even done. It's not even done filming. Not even have a trailer, but they're already setting up the sequel. But what do you guys think about that potential of I think The Rock and Tom Cruise? That's a juicy combo potentially.
right off the hop, I just picture Tom Cruise being the villain in that movie.
I would hope, but I just feel like he has some stigma where he doesn't want to play a villain for some reason.
Yeah.
I feel like it hurts his image. Even though him doing Collateral with Jamie Foxx is his best performance, I think. He plays a stone cold hitman, and he is scary in that movie, but he just hasn't done it again. So
Yeah, so I mean, it's a pairing I didn't think. For whatever reason, it's not like I didn't think it could happen, but it's just I never thought of it. You know, those two, I love them big time. I mean, most of the Rock's movies are just the same thing. I still like him in it. He's great. I like him as a person, and I'm a big fan of I almost just said Mission Impossible movies because that's how I affiliate Tom Cruise. I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise movies too. So, and then you got Wonder Woman in there.
Mummy?
No, never seen it.
Oh, really? You never seen it?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I heard I could skip that one.
You can.
Are you talking about the Rock's Mummy movie?
Those are better. The Rock, the Scorpion King.
The CGI is not as good.
Not great, but I love those Brendan Fraser Mummy movies 1 and 2, and I like Scorpion King. Mummy 3 didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
I still
no,
wanna
definitely
do,
not. Is
Brendan
that the
Fraser
one with Jet Li?
That's one.
Yeah, no, that one didn't work.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser retro would be great one day. Yeah.
What's that monkey movie you guys keep talking about? I've never seen.
Where he gets taken to, that's another one where it might be too much for the Geek First feeds. I feel like there's some really offensive stuff in there. I'd have to watch it again and give it but there's tons of stuff. George of the Jungle, he did a Looney Tunes movie back in action.
Oh, dude, I've seen that multiple times.
Bedazzled.
That's great.
Bedazzled is one of the greatest movies of all time. Him and Elizabeth Hurley. You know what Bedazzled is?
Never heard of it.
So he's like this big time loser, and he's in love with this girl, and he's trying to figure out a way to get with her. So he meets the devil, played by Elizabeth Hurley. Do you remember Austin Powers 1?
Mm-hmm.
His wife Vanessa, like the really hot British lady.
Is that the chick? Is she in Gossip Girl?
I think so.
Yeah,
she's someone's
okay, it's so
mother.
funny
She
'cause
turns
I'm
out to
like-
be a fembot. in
Yeah,
Austin
I'm like, I
Powers.
know who this is, but I don't know where she's from.
Yeah.
And then it turns out she's in Austin Powers.
So she
yeah.
plays the devil in Bedazzled, and she gives him 6 wishes to get it right.
I swear to God, I've seen this movie. I
But
swear
like,
to God.
all
yeah.
the wishes go terribly wrong. But one wish he wishes he's famous, but the thing is, like, he wishes he's famous, but then he finds out throughout the wish that he's like a drug lord, and he's like, this is not what I wanted. He wishes to be like a famous basketball player, and he is, and he's like the best, like he's best since Michael Jordan, but he has like the smallest penis in the world or something like that. So like all
Bobby.
It wasn't Bobby, by the way, just for the canon fans. It was, I can't remember the guy's name, but it is Bedazzled is a gem, hidden gem.
Yeah,
that movie.
I honestly forgot about it until you
How
paired
do we
those
get-
casting.
I don't know how we got from Red Notice to Bedazzled.
It's the tie of Tom Cruise being in the Mummy. Then we have the Rock in the Mummy.
Yeah, with
Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser, yeah.
That's Bedazzled. Oh, it's good to be back. Good to be
So
back.
yeah, I think I said all my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I like Tom Cruise and I like The Rock. So
What about Gal Gadot? Not a big fan.
Gal Gadot? She was amazing in Wonder Woman.
He didn't
I liked
list
her in
Ryan
that
Reynolds
Spy
either.
movie.
You know
too.
what she's also great in is Keeping Up with the Johnsons. Have you seen that?
That's the spy movie, right?
Is it not called Johnsons? What are
No,
they
it's called that.
Keeping Up
I
with
just
the
don't think. I would definitely disagree with you on this
called? Interesting.
one. Mhm.
Okay.
That's the spy one, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
I liked her.
It's
in
her
that.
and John Hamm.
Yeah.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
It's weird being the only one right in the room, but it happens sometimes, you know.
That was with Zach Galifianakis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not praising it as the best movie ever, but like, it's a
You
movie
should
that
You
if-
should see when it came out. Kirklin was all over that.
Yeah,
He's
best
pitching
movie
for
ever.
Golden Geeks all the time.
every category, but not bad, not worst movie.
Definitely not worst movie. There's a bug on the wall there. Is that
They're
a tick?
everywhere.
Just kidding.
Could be. My tick.
Travis, you're a tick. Travis is choking over there. I know your
All right.
secret.
What is
Who
that?
did this?
You're back to the penis joke. I laughed at Kirkland's not worst movie for sure. It was just very well placed. Taylor, so do you have any interest in seeing The Rock and like Tom Cruise? I know Tom Cruise with Ryan Reynolds and Gal, that's big, but I feel like The Rock and Tom Cruise, that's the moneymaker. That's
Yeah.
what you want to see. And
Yeah.
I want Tom Cruise, same thing, to be the villain. I'd like to see them oppose, or even just the opposing side. He doesn't have to be like the bad guy. They can come together at the end and fight the real bad guy. But
It depends what this movie is about. Like how they're
It's a
gonna kind of
heist.
like go at it. Like a heist movie. Well, that's I'm.
that's how I
interested.
opened up this conversation.
I'm interested.
Action
Well, I
heist
need to know
movie.
like I guess like how it's gonna like
They're
proceed.
trying to steal
how it's gonna go.
Bobby's
Like
pigs.
with Mission Impossible, I know what I'm getting, and then like with Ryan Reynolds, I mean, it could be like the Free Guy. Video game
That's
movie.
not out yet.
I know, but it could be like that kind of
You haven't
aesthetic,
seen
or it could be the one where they're like he's with his like gang members and they're like gonna be dead to commit a heist, but they're not dead. I don't know. That one on Netflix, Retaliation or Retribution or something. It was the one where he's like sitting at the coffee
Underground
shop.
8.
That's it. Yeah.
Retribution. You're just naming off all the
Resident
all the Resident Evil names. Totally. Yeah.
Aftermath. Biohazard.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I think we're done with this cast. We'll move on. We're gonna end it right here.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, right, I
whoa.
forgot. Yeah.
Halo Wars movie.
No.
Okay, first of all, like legitimately, you didn't make me another thumbnail for the games cast.
I think because I thought it was okay. When you said,
What?
I thought it was okay. When you said, like, about the thumbnail, I was like, oh, it's because the movie one had blue lines on it. So I went and I fixed that. I thought that's what you were talking about.
It had blue lines on it.
Yeah, but I fixed it.
Oh my god, I can't.
I know.
Is that the one I made the thumbnail?
I had
for
a
this
horrible
one?
time, like, trying to get through making the thumbnails because I made them and then my graphics card updated and it froze my Photoshop. I'm like, oh, this is fucking tragic.
That's sad.
That's why I asked them 2 days ago to do the thumbnail so they're ready to go. And you make it sound like, oh, I had company over, my family. It takes.
It wasn't my family. It was guests. It was family. I would
You
have
have to
done the
specify.
thumbnails.
It's important.
Who? What was it then?
It was high school friends.
Okay. It
Your
takes.
bro dudes.
Yeah.
You can just wait till they fall asleep and then do it. Then you can lose a half an hour of sleep.
We
You know
I
what
expect
could
you know
have,
what
and I should have.
sleep
If I could go
lose?
back and redo it, I probably would.
Yeah.
No, he
Yeah.
wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
It's good that you admit.
I know. That's the first step into
That's right.
making a coming out story.
Oh, there you go. We got live breaking news here. Warner Brothers has once again delayed the release of Tenet officially. The film will now release August 12th.
On Fortnite.
August 12th. That's still like sooner than what I was expecting. Like I know we had a date, but I'm like, it's coming out in the fall.
I think it still might come out in the
He's
fall.
probably
Yeah.
gonna try and like ride out some earnings.
That's
of
why like I
Inception
hear that
re-release.
and I'm still like November. I'm gonna expect it.
That means everything, because that means then Wonder Woman will be pushed back again, and then that means Dune's never coming out, and that means I'm never gonna get.
Fuck, I want to see that so bad.
Yeah, I'm never.
Every
gonna
time I
get
see-
the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Every time I see the cast members and like their like set photos, I'm like, I need to see this movie. I've never seen the original. Like, should I watch the original before I see
I think
it?
we could retro it. It's not the greatest movie. It's just one
Yeah.
movie to watch. I think we're gonna do the same when Avatar 2 comes out. So we could do a watch of that.
Okay,
It's
cool.
it's a weird movie. Sting's in it, like that. singer
Really?
Sting. Yeah, not the
Wow.
rest are Sting.
Yeah, Sting. I just watched him on that like trippy psychedelic Netflix show where they talk about just doing all the drugs. Sting's in it, talking about
Oh really?
taking peyote
Trailer
and
Park
everything.
Boys.
Yeah, he is in Trailer Park Boys, isn't he?
Is he in Trailer Park Boys?
I think he is.
Is this a scary movie thing again?
No,
Or you guys-
actually, no. I'm thinking of. Never mind. I'm not even gonna try and guess because someone out there is gonna know who I'm trying to say, and they'll be like, "That guy's." not it."
Gotcha. Kirklin.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
it.
much. Good save.
I can't
Does the
believe
tick got you?
why did you think that minor character from Halo was bigger than the entire Avengers game reveal?
Xbox fanboys.
Can
there's a
I
lot of
can
them.
I can I try and back him up here?
You can
Please
try.
do.
It's because he said he was giving a lot of Sony love, so he wants to counteract it.
Name
you know,
all your Sony love. So for the Black
I
Lives
made
Matter
a
charity stream-
kick-ass PlayStation thumbnail that you yourself really liked.
It was beautiful.
But nope. But asterisk, it was late. Another one, and it was late on PS5 reveal day.
That's 2 asterisks.
So and get this. So me and Dylan busting our asses doing the cast. We did a 3-hour cast for the PS5 reveal. I said, "Hey, can you do this?" He said, "Sure thing." I messaged him at 9 when I open my phone and I see just the Geek First logo on there. No new thumbnail. I said, "So what happened to that thumbnail?" He's like, "All right, I'll get right on that."
Oh,
It
my
wasn't updated till
cousin,
the
let's go
morning. It wasn't
bowling.
updated till the morning. It wasn't updated till the
No,
morning.
I made it that night.
But sometimes it doesn't kick in. So that's the thing. You may put it in that night. It didn't kick in. So he can make a good ass thumbnail, but that doesn't matter. You were still late.
I have to flash the thumbnails, but the charity stream was all PlayStation love, and then the thumbnail before that, I
Not
used
all. He made
PlayStation
one image.
stuff.
You made one image of PlayStation.
No, it was PlayStation remotes.
Yeah,
as the
one.
game time.
One.
Oh yeah, that was all PlayStation love.
What's your movie and TV news?
But I think in terms
Unsolved
of
Mystery is coming back July 1st. I can't fucking wait.
games,
heard
I
of it.
think Halo or
You've
Avengers
never-
game.
What is this?
Okay, first answer his question. What do you think is going to be bigger, the Halo 6 game or the Avengers game?
Halo 6.
Okay, but what do you think is bigger, the Avengers gameplay or a potential villain? in the
Definitely the Avengers gameplay.
game? Yeah.
Because
I'd
hold
agree with
hold
you on the game because Halo has that history and
The
it's the launch title.
I feel like
Sure.
the reason that there's so much significance on this Avengers gameplay is that we hadn't seen gameplay like this before. It was just kind of like very short snippets from like A-Day. That's what it's called, right? A-Day. And then a lot of people were kind of like, yeah, I'm not getting that game. Where I feel like, I mean, I'm speaking for me personally, but I feel like
Wait,
this
hold
trailer-
the next cast. We're about to do a
I know,
games
I
cast.
know.
But wait.
I
Either
know,
way-
I know.
And even then, though, with the Halo thing, I would say our audience, which is very Marvel-based as far as when we look at our numbers and what does the greatest, even if there was a Halo 6 trailer and gameplay, the Marvels would still be getting the top headline because we do run a semi-business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Do you not know what
possibly.
Unsolved Mysteries is either?
Sounds familiar, but I've never seen it.
fuck, man, no!
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck, man.
Oh, do you guys both have Amazon Prime?
Yep.
Watch one episode before July 1st. They would do like missing person cases, but they do like reenactments, but it's like really taken seriously. It's some creepy stuff. Check it out.
It's real though, like real stories.
Yeah. And then because all the episodes would end with like a hotline and stuff like that and help out and everything. And some of them get updated later on. The editing was top notch. They goosebumps
Interesting.
every episode. And sometimes it's about like
freaking out already.
The door doesn't help either.
It has this kick-ass theme song, and he's like, "Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries." Sometimes it's about aliens, Taylor. Sometimes it's
Oh,
about
I'm in.
missing gold.
I like aliens. Missing gold. That's me.
yeah. A bunch of stuff. Sometimes about serial killers. It's fantastic. July 1st, it's coming out. Only 6 episodes. I would say give it a chance. It's worth it. Please, Taylor, don't tell me you're not going to talk about a certain show where the floor is lava.
No, I'm definitely not talking
Okay.
about that. Although that is a great show.
Beastmaster's
I
better.
love The Floor is Lava. No, I'm going to talk about Campbell Scott. You know who he is, Kirklin?
Oh, no.
Campbell Scott. The name. I feel like I've read that name before somewhere. Is
So-
that true? Have I done that?
He's a.
Have I read that name somewhere?
You might have read that name. Sorry. He is a famous Jurassic Park actor.
Okay. So possibly.
I just triggered Travis.
He's not a famous
That's why I
Jurassic
said
Is he like
I
the
said it to
kid? Is he
trigger
like
him.
the kid that Alan Grant
He's
just
a
like
minor,
shits on?
He's a minor character in one scene.
Is he like the guy that gets eaten at the start of Jurassic
No.
World 2?
I'm going to show you a photo of it. You'll know him as soon as you see it.
Oh fuck.
So
Oh, no.
I've been
No,
popping.
stop,
Cut
stop.
the cast.
Stop.
Cut the cast. We're out of here.
Stop. And here's which guy is he talking about, Kirkland?
Which guy is he talking about?
Yeah, show him the photo
Is he
again.
the dude in the red shirt?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I know who Newman is. Because someone said that I look like Newman today because of my shirt.
Oh, that's not what you want to hear.
Oh my god.
That's not what I wanted to hear. So it's when you said Campbell Scott. No, it's not Newman. Newman.
Horrible.
And Newman's not his name in Jurassic Park. He's from
I
Seinfeld.
can't believe
So
someone called you that.
it's pretty close shirt though. Like even in that scene. Like I'm not offended.
Can you say the line? You know the line, Dodson. We got Dodson here. See, nobody cares. Do your
Dodson,
best.
we got Dodson here.
Do your best
See, nobody
impersonation.
cares.
No. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. I didn't know what scene you're talking about.
I
I'm
don't-
bad with this.
That
Remember,
scene right
remember
there.
the charades? I know.
You think that's the most famous line he has in that movie?
Oh
That's it,
yeah,
that's it, yeah.
But I mean, I all day today I've been popping gifs in the chats for people like Dodson.
Our
We
chat?
got Dodson. No, not ours, but like, but like these posts. I'm like Dodson. We got
Is
Dodson
that guy supposed
here.
to be like an FBI guy or something?
no,
Like,
he
who
was
is
from like a rival genetics
An
company.
alternate universe.
So he was from a rival genetics company.
He's from the Batman Beyond universe.
Tim Burton.
Oh.
Yeah, he's directing Jurassic World Dominion.
See, so
What a fucking title.
are you gonna say he's like like coming back in the next
He is.
Jurassic
He's been
World movie?
casted in Jurassic World 3.
So like that type of news, I feel like for the deep cut fans, it's like, oh, it's cool how they link that character back. You know, like in the same Jurassic World, like universe. It's cool that they're bringing back these characters, but at the same time, it's like
This
I don't
is
know who
almost
fuck
the
that
main
guy is.
thumbnail for the.
I believe that. I believe that crossed your mind. You probably have like a prototype.
All the corners are him too.
But yeah, no, he's Campbell Scott is coming back as
Why?
key character
It's-
from the original
oh,
movie.
fuck,
That's what
key
it says.
character.
Jurassic World actually
He's the
posted
main
Who's
villain.
the
as
link?
key
Who's the
character.
link? Who's the link?
This is Jurassic World from Collider.
Oh, fuck Collider. Fuck Mark
Collider.
Fernandez.
So
I don't know
yeah, he's coming back, and basically he was a rival genetics company that
Well,
wanted the DNA.
I mean,
right?
it fits with probably where they're gonna go with the storyline. So it's not like I'm like this shouldn't happen, but at the same time, it's like, I guess it's news.
Does it fit with this? They don't need this character at all.
but the dinosaurs
He
and
needs
DNA
work.
has been
The actor needs
everywhere.
work.
He needs work.
So he's gonna be trying to buy a dinosaur. He's gonna go up to Alan Grant, Alan, and pay him money to go and get a dinosaur for him or something.
I have nothing to add.
Yeah.
on
No,
this
you're
one.
not excited.
No, I'm not. You know how you got the worst crowd here.
Yeah,
you know
we
me
both
and
hated
Kirkland
that movie.
Feel about that movie. I have zero excitement. I'm excited to see Sam Neill back on screen. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do another like retelling of Jurassic Park 3. Other cast or T2 is T2. Fuck, forgot.
T2.
Yeah, remember
There's
that
a
last
cast-
cast we did.
The last
That
cast.
last cast.
Yeah, 6 months. It was in 2019. It was on the 2020
Holy
bloopers.
fuck.
That's
Oh
how-
my
yeah.
I
God.
just got dated.
You remember that last cast we
dated.
did, Kirkland, 8 months ago? No.
No.
You remember Scott Campbell from the alternate?
We got Dodson. Now I'm never gonna forget him, thanks to this cast.
Good, there
So
you
I don't
go.
know if that was your goal out of this, but if it is, you succeeded.
Worked for you, probably worked for 10,000 of our
Stockholm
listeners.
Anything else, Taylor?
That's it for TV movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, checking the video game stuff after. If not, we'll be back next week with something. I don't know what will be happening. Maybe it'll be a newscast, maybe it'll be a retro. And then we're trying to find out the date because it's not going to be exactly on the date, but we'll be doing our 5-year anniversary soon. It's crazy that we've been doing this for half a decade now, 5 years. So that once we get a date, just prepare your questions. We'll be, send us everything, anything on the record, off the record. We're going to answer it for the most part. We can't throw Taylor under the bus.